today. New York. He's gonna keep this garage. It's gonna keep cutting. I connect to their internet. I mean, stick with living. So it's just coming in quick. But yes, I took all the back roads from Georgia to New England. So it was really nice. No tolls. Hurts of every highways, right? So I just want to say, actually, this I would say is in of this soil that they call the United States of America. So I'm working so hard, trying to. I know people don't get it, what it is that I actually do. So I'm working hard. So we accomplished a lot, guys. Um, so we got that curfew, right? That time in New York. Just see my YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And we got that we needed to get to make the biggest point about I don't care if you're black. Black to me means anything that's here that these people call black. If you're a liability and you're not on code, you're out. Told you that in 2023. We told you. So our next thing, keep paying attention. Our next thing is returning safety to Aborigines, women, Aborigines of this place that they call the United States of America. We want you to be able to, in your suburbs, go to my YouTube, not my YouTube, I'm sorry, my Twitter. Okay, that's what I mean to keep saying, my Twitter. Trying to get it to where it's safe again for you to be out and you worked hard. You wanted something different. You meant it. And we appreciate your efforts of moving beyond the trash that they've built for people into, hey, we're not taking it. I just need a simple, modest, clean home and a peaceful place, which means swear words popping off all over the place and music playing. This again, I'm addressing the Aborigines of this place that they call the United States of America. You will know if it is you or not. You know your tribe or not. We're fixing it for you. I can't help anybody else but you, ladies. We're working very hard. We don't need any more Kanikas. We don't need any more any of that. Justice will be had. It is going to be a process. You no longer have to run after that story. It's done. I don't know if you're going to like how it's done, but it's done. And you need to get yourselves together. And if you keep dancing with that devil, we're not going to stand next to you. And we're not going to keep rescuing situations. I don't care how poor you are, raise your children. I don't care how poor you are, raise your children. In the meantime, we're working really hard. And for those of you who are tired of the trash they've thrown you in, we're here. You have to look around you. Just ask someone and we can point you to the next person who's in the field that you need for whatever it is. Whatever it is. Okay? And there'll be a way for you to do that. Depends. Through me as a vessel, if I choose you. And I would like to congratulate so let me move on to the myth for a second though. Let me congratulate Posted Up the Real E-Band Films for allowing himself and his platform to be used as a platform for an outcome. And don't worry about the numbers. I know don't worry. The numbers you have are solid. And I hope that I did my best for you without being able to talk to you. You get that? I hope I did my best for you without being able to talk to you. If your numbers go down, don't worry. The people left there are truly solid. We've left you a nice, solid platform where you can do a lot. And I'm not done, of course. I chose you. You're chosen. Or you're not. And so there are other things for those people who take the call if they're chosen and they're looking around their world like something is weird. And it's hard online to know who to trust, who to not trust. But always drop something. I make a decision and I stay to it. And it's something I do publicly, whether it be blocking someone. I do certain things to show that when I say something, I mean it. And then I'll go make a video and show you that I meant it. That's for basic ass people in the chat. The most basic. Not the best chatters. Not your solid crew. Just pay attention. That's it. And other people will bob and weave, and then some more are going to stick, but it will be a solid, tightly weaved situation. He's dope. I'm an e-banner because of what I do. I chose him. You can never lose my help. Ever. Ever. I always find a way to let those who allowed me to enter and choose them and then be able to tolerate my existence to accomplish their goal. So Posted Up the Real E-Band Films, also the Corner on 9th, or is it the 9th, the Corner on 9th? That's a great place to hang out, you guys. So he has 2 major stations. The baby's coming up. Go over there and help him out. Go to my Twitter. You'll see it. He is everything in that timeline because I moved from one project to another. Told you the Kanika thing. Don't worry, it's done. It's fine for us to talk and still you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying you completed your job, and there's a specific person who's, if you go through my timeline, I choose one person. Only choose one person to support, and I go to the wall if they can tolerate me, because there are certain things I have to do within their platform. So E-Band completed it. The task before, he didn't complete it, but some other wonderful stuff happened and somebody else did. So that's all set. You just don't know if your chosen person is going to work out when you're conspiring. So stay tuned. I just told you what I'm working on for you next. Um, and I'm here, and you'll be able to somewhere at some point. But my people who, the chatters who are dope, and I watch them hold and weave and stay stitched tight to each person I've chosen um, for what I do, okay? That I've been doing for decades. It's a thing, and you're a part of a thing. And that is where your true affluence and power, and if you're into it, wealth are going to come from. Wealth, it's not important if you know how to navigate the two things I just said. The third one can get you in trouble. The first two can have you living wealthy without moving on from the first party to the second party and to the third one. So at the same time, um, Eban Films, I have to say this as well for Posted Up. He's a producer, he's a legal mind, he is a a gang excuse me, a gang expert. He doesn't know it, but he is. And I've just told him what he is. He is a gang expert. He has the capability of crossing over into different lanes, and that is a skillful aborigine. You got to be built for it. You have to be built for it. It's okay. We all are here to do something different. Just, I need for you to be doing what you're supposed to do. So we're saying we're um, getting things together so that um, we women of the tribes of this soil, um, there's the main clump of identifying as one mass, as the whole tribe, and then there's the breakdown of different outshoots of that same tribe. Okay, so um, it's it's post its time. We're gonna help you ladies, right? So you can get out in your soil freely without feeling like you're gonna be picked up. And yes, it was real. The body parts, the stars involved, it was a scripted game. And if you're not built for conspiring, you're gonna get lost and you'll get stuck because there's a point where you leave it. Each person has their exit for the mission. And I find, like, if you don't know your exit, listen, people are telling you. Now your task is to move on to the next thing. You're in there. We've supported you. I know you don't know who we are. You're in there. But if we see that you break, you can't make it. I mean, this one person almost had it, but I can't give him the credit. He couldn't make it. But hopefully that doesn't mean next time he can't. And that he shouldn't tell that story about Kanika Jenkins like it's never been told before. And that he shouldn't be involved in anything if anyone decides to produce something. On my timeline, I'm not going to say his name because he's not the man I chose didn't complete the task. So my portion wasn't, you know. But E-Man Films, as he is also a producer, so it's time. Now I have my son personally playing. I play the flute. It's very important for Aborigines to play instruments, and that instrument can be something that is natural and it's your own voice and body. I mean, thigh tapping, stomping, it doesn't matter. Finger snapping, if you can crack your neck and make a sound to the beat and it fits, bet. Okay, so you need those people, and especially if they've got a great ear. You need a lot of those. And then you need the people who have the mid ear. You need both. Very important, because that mid ear is eventually going to catch up to the big ears. Like a Kelly Rowland, the woman has caught up to Beyonce, but you're never gonna get to see it unless you know people and you can catch stuff in the background. Like, oh shit, it's the same, and there's the same voice. They are like, but Friends are like that. When I'm older, I'm almost 50, I thought, but I had my friends we sounded the same, came from the same place. We sounded the same. We sang the same. If we were singing together, you would know, So they're like you begin, and she was the. I do have the ear. I played the flute, so I learned music. Had to read music. She and I are, band together, everything, choir, all this stuff. And we did all the talent shows and everything. But she came with the natural, simple gift of it. But the mids have a gift, right? And it just needs to be fine tuned. But that makes a lot of the people who came with that main gift nervous when it should, because your counterpart is also usually we're the people who are good at business. I kid you not, because we're a little bit more, I don't know, we got to build up a little bit more on a different, keeping it humble until we build up to that voice of a Beyonce. And for some people, it don't take but a year. People, get out there. So eBan Films, the real eBan Films with an S, right? Posted up, like you posted up somewhere. That's his name. He has a studio. I'm gonna just say, think he in the DMV. You need to study him for yourself, but he has began to help on a mission that I wanted to partake in, but I got to do this other thing. But frick, I'm getting in on it though. I'm getting in on it. So he has a studio. Let's go. So like I said, we also need students who can play. My son is playing the drums. I have the flute. He's gonna play it, but he's gonna play the bass guitar. He's got to play that flute, and he's gonna play the piano, right? He's taking lessons like we used to take, like I had to take back in the day. A lot of you weren't raised in the suburbs. Who fucking cares? We got you. We got you. Don't matter. But pay attention. There's a code to how shit work so that we can do what we got to do and keep coming up. And we're having a problem right now. Some people, a lot of black liabilities have ruined that. They got too comfortable or something with corruption. Corruption's not okay. Not when you're working with a system that's not yours. You were given a job in a system. This is your soil. Those people who were the Aborigines in that trial. Your soil. You corrupted your own soil. Where there are a million other things you could have done than being a lawyer. That's nothing, people. That's not freedom. MissNikkiAnn is freedom. Ask me where I'm at. You don't even fully understand what I'm talking about, right? Exactly. There are those of us who went to all the parties, but we didn't go to the after party, and then we didn't go to the third party. It's that simple. While there, do not pick up a drink. You got to know how not to pick up a drink. I don't give a fuck who don't sign shit. I don't sign shit for cops. You never put your John Hancock on shit. If there's a John Hancock needed, then they don't need your services. And let me tell y'all something. Those scenes you see and stuff, the red carpets, they're tiny. They're tiny. There's only a few people on the it's an illusion. But we work hard. We're artists. But corruption is an unnecessary art. That's music now. Unless it's for warfare, which it turned into, and they took it, and they rammed Young Thug up your ass, didn't they? And they rammed every other mumbler who actually might have even come from a family that does not mumble. Listen, y'all, people who are true aborigines of this soil know that that is only one thing. I don't fuck with that thing. And it doesn't have a right to fuck with me. It has to ask. People, it has to ask you. It has to ask. So even when they're saying, here, take this drink, that's a question because they know they got to ask you. Unless they're about to start off right quick being criminals and knock you in the fuck out. That's a whole nother level. But then, who you went with? Where your crew? Where your crew? So sometimes I'm Miss Nikki Ann in the space, and other times I'm somebody's crew. Back in the day, I'm 50. After you pass 30 in that industry, there's no crew. Get this. And that there is, you are in something corrupt. Because 30 and up, people busy. You ain't hopping around that stage the same no more for the majority. You got some few in fuckery. And now you got to worry about tapes and who cares? Show the tape. I'm a real bitch. I'm a normal woman. Put the tape out, the next tape out, put the other tape, put that tape out, put it all out. That's all you gotta say. Don't hide, put it out. This place is so disgusting and corrupted. It's the time to repent and cleanse and move on. Some of you just we go back. I've seen worse. So some of you think everything's a big deal, making progress. And when we come to utilize you because things were slow, let's talk about the very few. And we have to search for a certain thing. You can't. We have to search for a certain thing. Like those peeps that silliness back in the day, having to choose Rosa Parks. I don't know. Let me tell y'all something. I'm an aborigine. I don't need Martin Luther King to say anything. Anything. I'm pure, and I'm on to my next task. I need for you guys to please get instruments into your children's hands. Telling you now, there is a way to get to Miss Nikki Ann's. If they need whatever, hit up, go, do whatever. And if you head over to somebody I know, like Miss Nikki Ann said, if I can't find her, could you please be a conduit? I'm truly looking for her. Not motherfuckers who ain't truly, because then you're going to piss off the people you're making good relationships with. And I'm saying this just on good faith of the fact of who I believe him to be. I've never given you a name. It's been the successes have been more recent. It's been a lot of work to get to the successes because I'm not talking about, I'm not talking to people who do know like your ancestry came from Africa. People know a lot of things that are happening. There are things that we're doing. And we've always been these people because of where I was born. So let's just have up and down this coast. I got letters. So to keep people honest, don't waste my time. Thousands of years. That'll just help you to get it. Someone has documents. Somebody has everybody's documents. Now, what you want to, and you're still taking for it. You know what I mean? And you don't know me. This is live here, but this is going places. This ain't got shit to do. This is going other places. Some of you just not taking away the stuff that existed before you got here. the languages. What the fuck, are you crazy? And try to pretend like it was yours. Now, in order to survive on anybody worth millions or less of your own people, you're going to enslave your own people and they not know it. They have enslaved anybody who's a millionaire or lower. And the people that don't know it. Like, you don't win the lottery, people. That's not real. You buy this, people being a part of the background that gets everything done. You have to get on foot. You can't be a wussy. You gotta get on foot. Go do some craziness. I've been places. I'm not talking about the USA. Things have happened. Things that are worth great lawsuits. So, and also make sure your shit stacked. All your information. Some Aborigine. The file. So somebody has it. And then everybody has their own. And then the kids got the copy. Listen, it's over. And they've already enslaved you. Now, your best bet, anyone who's a millionaire and less. $500 million don't do shit. They don't even fuck with them people. That's nothing. You're not up there anymore. That's if you are in the millions or less, you're just the underclass. Period. Fuck with it. Figure it out. Watch how you run in circles, because you're trying to work off of wealth. That's not what they're fucking with. And that's not what I'm fucking with. It's like, you don't get it. You're just running around. But it's okay. So at some point you'll stop. Until then, if you want people, though, I got you. I didn't have nobody else. These white women running around in circles. Talking about 50 million. Bitch. No. My worth goes beyond that. Yes. I'm sorry. Let me be clear. My worth goes beyond that. And you hard shit. And you have to spend money to make yourself look away while doing it. You've been fucked. Lovely. Now, all my Irish ladies, I need for y'all to calm the fuck down. Okay? My people in Connecticut who are Irish, I fucks with you. Some of you other people is iffy because you've forgotten. Yeah. This is in the, okay. So when your people got off, and when we finally got the first group of them to fucking leave, we didn't let them take the white Irish women with the new babies. Fuck around. Fuck around. Now, you can start thinking and asking questions. So remember, there are some motherfuckers who really do what God says. And the story has been told over and over again about people pulling up and we like, back the fuck up. Like we had to do to the Mexicans when they tried to move after they took that tribe over there. They killed off all the black people. You're a Mexican that sits there now. He's really from India. He hopped from India to this whole war. It's silly. It's silly. And they gotta come further. We're gonna fuck you up. You're already fucked. We're not gonna give you shit. And after they're done toying with you and your blood isn't pure, they're not gonna give you shit. What you gonna do? The same thing in New Mexico? Nope. Go back. We don't mind. Everybody said, fuck it, take that piece of shit. You can't even make that piece of shit work. I'm not talking about transplants. I'm not talking to children who were forced here back in the day. I am talking to children who are forced here in the last 10 years. You can get the fuck out of here. I can't have no compassion. Or I think you're working against no black person will pick up arms against you. White men not gonna pick up arms against you because he don't want to touch you, okay? And so real white people, not these iffy people who accept freaking Indians from that fuck war. They ran like pussies and left their land, and they did what? Fuck that. We up north said no. That's why we let them build little tent cities, teepees. out of here. You think you misunderstand? Yeah. Google didn't misunderstand. They know who I am. Look at my page. Do you think that's not what the thing? If Google's not checking to see what you're up to every day, you do nothing. I don't care if YouTube's looking. That doesn't matter. That doesn't do anything. Those are poor people. Look how hard they're working for you. They're poor. They're YouTube poor. They think they're YouTube rich. They're YouTube poor. All right? In technology, we're getting tired. Everybody's going to something else. So it's gone. It's about to be gone. Now, I had a nice piece in that one, but it's not my full gig. But I was given a nice little piece. Google knows what's happening. Some people will hold a game down for and be allowed to for a reason. All these people who've been corrupt and thought you were getting away with it, now they're going to take it out the bag. We didn't have to. They pulled it out for you. Didn't care what color you were in 2004. 2000, and it's not over. Fuck up. You're worried about the presidential campaign. That's not the campaign that's on. The war over creation is on, and it's the same war. It's only the only war that's ever existed. And if you're losing, I would say, yeah, like, time I hear something, yeah, Trump got shot, I'm on vacation. I'm an Aborigine. Trump, yeah, I'm doing shit posting. Give a fuck about that motherfucker. Whatever I'm gonna do for him, I do for him. If I'm gonna do for a motherfucker, I'm going to. But somebody might come to me with the next little piece of conspiring. I'm gonna be ready. See, I already saw the name. That's the other part. Just like I saw the bank account where the reparation money is. That's special. So people, and at the time it was wicked. By now it's got to be at $1 billion. And that's good. That's a good pace for where we're at. But yes, I come full circle. I'm not as I used to be, right? My illness, you all know my cognitive things it's difficult. I've decided to get over it. That part, the progression started. 62. I'm about to be soon. I'm gonna get it elsewhere. Listen, give me a piece. Just give me a little tiny chunk. You know which ones. All right. So yes, look him up. And people, and what we're going to be doing is it's going to be all live music. You're going to be, mixed with. Now listen, there's going to be flavor to it. Now, lots of shit's going to happen. This dude is healing hip hop. He's the person. Now, if you want to be successful, you go to Posted Up of the Real Eban Films, because he completed the task. Okay. That's where you go. Look him up. But I'm assuming something. Remember now, I do what I do. I don't talk to people. I haven't had a conversation with him. Yeah, and I'm a member. Then you don't get it. Yeah, Dan Films, Aborigine women of this place that they call the United States of America. You truly know if you're Aborigine or not. It doesn't take much. Go through your shit, connect, find, and then ask. Just ask, and I'll tell you what you look at to figure it out. And all those little pieces you're gonna start to, and you're gonna find. And more than likely, if you're on the East Coast, I'm gonna be able to find you a connection with me. If you're from the East Coast, because my people truly stick to what we were told to stick to. Yep, we do. So, yeah. But stuff's coming for that. So I got all of my Aborigines of this place that they call the United States of America. Social club coming, so that we can get together, chat in a way that you get answers about things you didn't realize, and you're just here to be social, not even to talk about the fact Aborigine. Maybe you come in, you start talking about the day you had, and it turns into something else. We get to get the information that we need to build a portion on this soil that God has sent us to do. The white creature has his part. The white human has his part. and the poor albinos, okay, which, those are aborigines, but they're fucked, okay, but they don't have the psychosis, okay. Okay, so everybody's doing a shit. People have moved on. It's not about, if you've seen the names, you've seen the shit. That's like, keep going. On that day, you get up and you do it right. Fucking don't do nothing. Sometimes it's fun to sometimes wait for the day of, and you put your choice in on the day of election, so it gets there, the next day. There's a point, and then what you've written in, or just written period, because they read those for fun. You don't get it. I'm going to tell you again. If you want to be a part of a piece of something and you're into like simple conspiring shit, nail that bitch. And this one I'll probably move to, for one, and it's going to go behind next on that wall because it deals with women and sensitive things. And I don't want other people my piece. Oh, piece of the job. So this will probably go on Patreon or somewhere behind a wall. And you'll eventually be able to get to it. Eventually. But I'll leave it up for a little bit. It don't matter. Like, it's funny. It's not, listen, the world knows. They know me. It's not like my name's in the Vatican. It's not important. Listen, pay attention. On the day, if you so desire, take that, and in that space where you can write who you're voting for, say something else. I don't mean a name. Say something. I am an Aborigine, and I have not seen one Aboriginal president yet. I've seen blackness, but I have not seen people who are true Aborigines of this land, who are smarter than these two nitwits, these two mixed nitwits. And their mixture is important because of their two parents weren't from here and mixed. These are international people. I give 0 fucks. And her office and him being in office doesn't mean shit. The next person being in office doesn't mean shit. If we decide it, don't mean shit. And they'll just keep rolling on. I kid you not. It will come to some like stalemate. It'll just stay and it'll just buzz along for a bit. Because there are certain things they can't do. There are certain things they are incapable. Let's be clear. Let me be clear on the word. They don't have the capacity and they are incapable of doing. You have to figure out what those things are. That is a personal journey. If not, you fuck up the whole system for those of us who do this kind of thing. Get out there, get on your feet. On this soil. Stop vacationing elsewhere, but on Aboriginal soil. Because we're working our butts off because we see you and you keep telling us. And we couldn't wait. Everybody's hemming and hawing. And when you get your check, let's all be clear. That is your check. It's yours. So I don't expect you to be a new person. This is trauma that has lasted for too long. And the payment is supposed to make you feel something. So MissNikkiAnn's not going to judge a damn person for how they spend theirs. Because there's family trauma, there's tribal trauma, there's trauma involved. It's going to take time. People aren't going to get this check and be, that's not what it's about. It's about so we can move on to the next portion of this war over creation. It does not end. You die in it. Did you do your part? Or you got lazy and got used to corruption and became a part of it? You can get next to corruption. Just don't let it rub on your shoulder. Don't rub with it. Don't let it touch you at a party. Don't let it touch your skin. Don't let it come into your household to have coffee. This is how things really work. But you keep choosing the opposite of what God told us. And then complain about either, as you keep saying, and I'm talking to my tribe, I'm not talking to Black people. Let me be clear. If you're eating, I love you. If you're Black and you came from African slaves right now, I'm not addressing you. I'm addressing the people who were here before that. Because you don't know what I know. And that part is important. Because how can you return to the truth when it got lost with people coming from islands, from other countries for a piece of our slavery? And I don't think you get it. Black people aren't offended. That means you've got African slave ancestry or you're not from here, this soil. We're trying to get what? To the next campaign. You're not able to do that for us because your heritage wasn't here. So you're going to complicate things that we're seeking that have nothing to do with reparations. Uh-oh. Aborigines of this place that they call United States of America. And right now I'm going to give you shit. You had to at least had one parent who had a full Aboriginal bloodline. Shit, at least one. You don't get to just move here, made about, and run off with the story and the privilege. No, you go back to where you came from and you fix your system. And you do what God told you to do before you ran. Because the places y'all came from, it's just as hard here. I've traveled the world. Fuck out of here. I want to hear no more about, some of you don't have never been to true sacred Aborigine land here. You haven't even been to it. So you don't even understand. You think you know something. You think you know how Black people are. That's Black people. I have a different culture. Rap is Aboriginal. Hip hop became some blended shit. We good with that. Don't run off with the story though. It started with the rapper writing the rhymes. Those were Aborigines. They weren't Jamaicans. You weren't here. We've been writing the rhymes. I'm not going to do the songs for you because you don't even deserve it yet. You got to earn it. You got to work hard. Work hard to get this lie out the way. Stop sending your kids to these people's schools. Nigga, you said a diploma. I'm an Aborigine. You're looking for wealth. I'm not having a problem. You're looking to be something that I don't even want on my ancestral soil. The shit you want to be, I don't want here. So it's interesting. High rise, this shit, we don't want to, this is Jew shit. You get that? We don't want this shit. They occupying us and complaining about other people. The Jews know they're not from here. The white Jew. Some of these people know, some. Howard Stern took his dumb ass to talk to the old dirty bastard, Wu-Tang Clan, to, oh shit, and they say Indian, if that's what you want. But that means that some of you may have made it truly with that Mexican Indian from India. 2 braids down the side was the way Aborigines in the South wore their hair. Silly. And if you have this, your so-called nappy hair, you are so confused. No. You know how your hair is when it's wet, and that you may be napping type to your hair. You put some water to it, go all the way down to your damn waist. God honest truth for some of us. Some of us, our hair is that tight. That's beautiful. We get to have fun with it. So when it's wet, conditioned and really down and wet, and you've gotten all pulled it straight, braid it then, silly. Leave it. Leave it alone. Tie it. Stop looking at it even. Sometimes I'll let my 2 braids long, and I don't keep them long. I leave an afro under my 2 braids. Fuck out of here. I'm not slaving away for nobody. Listen, this hair can do all sorts of things. I'm like afro under it, out a little bit stretch, you know what I'm saying? Then the end part, if I want to wear my 2, so I need to go ahead and stretch out. But no, fuck that. I still want my, yeah, fuck it. This hair, you don't know what the hell it is. Shit. If you're white, is it long? Is it? You can see me every day. It could be different. And it's the same head of hair. Fuck out of here. A nappy-headed, woolly-headed head of hair will hold some crazy styles, and you ain't got to put nothing in it. Get the fuck. People are so confused, but be confused as you watch these people, this silky hair penetrating to their scalp. It's a defect. But that's okay. That's what they do across this body of water. But they brought it over here. We don't want it. And whoever does, that's cool. You don't have to kick it with us. These who don't want to live by that, I have no problems with you. I really don't. That's your choice. That's you and God. I don't care. I'm still gonna love you, but I'm not, we got to hold this down. We lose ground for each person who makes a silly decision. Black liabilities. And it has nothing to do with education, money, anything. I'm talking about all classes, all around the world, because they come to live here, right? Right? Whatever. Think on it. Life is supposed to be separate but equal. Men and women, separate but equal. Cat and dog, they separate but they equal. A turtle and a fish, separate but equal. Fuck y'all all this in the woods and the lion, and yeah, people have lived with wild animals, but you fucked up our land in places the animals eat the people. The animals don't eat the people where I'm at if they're not hungry. That's why you see everybody feeding the cats, feeding the this, feeding the that, keeping everything. Now we got armadillos. They came somehow and brought some armadillos to my small Aboriginal place, homeland in Georgia. Now we got armadillos. I'm like, everybody's Nikki Win. I'm like, Ma, it's her. Where's she from? Where's she born? Ma, I'm a whole family of armadillos, Ma. Lots of shit's happening, y'all. So much fun shit. Get back. You up north people, do not sell the house. What made you do that for the first wave? We kept saying, those of us who kept saying still, yeah. From where I'm from, Georgia, better. If it's in the tribe, who cares? Let me tell you why. In that same town, we have been asking, remember, we're in 2024 for like a liquor store. Remember, no stoplights. This place it's one of those places where that's tribal land. You wouldn't even understand what was happening. I kid you not. The white people, we know each other well. Now we got this new shit coming in. So I go into town. I'm like, oh shit, we got a motherfucking liquor store. And my grandmother was alive. I wouldn't have said that. Okay, so I go in. I'm like, this is a motherfucking Middle Easterner in the middle of like what? Been here for thousands of years. How do you even deny us one liquor store? One. The Jews got their Manischewitz, right? One liquor store. You're not even asking us to own the brands on the shelf. Just the store. I don't give a fuck about owning the brand. That's too much work. Own this quick store. When I'm done, hey, Shay Shane Poo Poo, you next up line. I'm going up north for a bit. That's how my family rolls. Both ends. When you leave, people are like, you know you at home. When you leave Georgia, if you don't want to go, you ain't gotta go. But you still got your houses up north. Some of us have more. Some of our family, they're just full estates. Now we've accumulated houses. There are those who left and they sold those houses and they got sick. They're down south now. Some of them were more like the Carolinas people, maybe because it's not as far. They were like, I hate that I gave up that foothold up north. Yeah, we fought for that. Yeah, we built great relationships with the Jews back in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s and back then. Shit. Your health care is off the chain. We all fought for that legislation. We Aborigines of up north fought for that. New England. All the shit you get. We were there too. We were there. I worked at the Capitol. My mother works there. Like, what the fuck? We're Aborigines. We exist. We're very few. Very few, but we exist. And I got y'all on some. I can't. Other people look out for their people. And if you're a black liability, oh, no, that's all you say. I tell you, I kid you not. I just told you. You call down south. Not Atlanta. If you have anybody living in Atlanta who got there in the last 30 years, I talk about, those aren't true Atlanteans. I got family who was there in big houses before all of that. Big houses. Like, you don't get it, Stone Mountain shit? I'm not from poverty. There's a difference between being poor, cash poor, and impoverished. Cash poor doesn't mean that your garden didn't feed you. Everything, I'm down south, everything coming out the garden. My father up north, he'd be everything coming out the garden. All the fruits of it, I don't need it from the grocery store. You don't even know us. You don't even know where we're at. But we do. Now, again, whatever I said before, take that. Add on top of that, so E-Man Films. Ladies, I got you for you feeling safe and being able to go back outside again, just to sit in your own lower middle class suburban little homes that you worked hard for. And we know, as I leave cities to be cities. I leave the drug game and the drug game to be the drug game. That's what the city for. You don't have to bring it. Now, if you truly in the real drug game, you already been living, you were born in the suburbs. That's the people running it in New England type places. They was never people were smart people. And those smart people chose to be like, this is a lifetime career. You don't even get it, y'all. You don't know, but you think you do. Keep watching TV, keep doing all this stuff, and not meeting the Aborigines. They're the only people who can sustain and maintain and stay alive. The people you see dying are black people. It's the Aborigines. My people live to be old. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Fuck out of here. And yo, if you want to come from the hood and still do your drug shit, no, I'm sorry. We got people in the suburbs and higher who they working. We know how to do a thing. You need a job. If you want this to be a career of a lifetime, Yeah, you might go to jail a couple of times and nobody's paying attention when you go on. Nobody's worried because your kid's taking your wife. Listen, you got to up your game at least. We don't pull up and have that drugs at your house, dummy. Dumb. How many people have I taken down? Yeah, New England, what? Now, your drugs in the cities, you good, because we're trying to get you out. But if you're a street, I'm down with that. The street people don't fuck with the so-called squares, and the squares don't fuck with the so-called streets. But we're all family and cousins. We're just saying we're not doing that. That's not for us. Stay in the city. Don't bring that shit over here, because then you're going to be upset with us. We think we're too good. No, we just want to live. It don't mean we rich, but we ain't even poor. Some of us are rich. Let me tell you that. Some of us are. It depends on what you want and what your riches do and what you use them for. I know black millionaires. I got, nigga, please. These people are old now. Their houses are mildewing. And who loves you in the end? Because in order to keep those millions, sometimes most people can't do it and maintain friendships. They're going to fuck up. Their business is going to go terrible. They won't tell people right away. They're embarrassed. Next thing you know, you had your family move all across the world. Yeah, you multi-million. And now you went down to maybe, I'm a million, but that ain't bad if I just close my company and then move and do this. But now you done told your whole family to come from all about the places we are on the East Coast. How you think the end of your life gonna be? So once you got everybody and you had your full-time maid, you had all this stuff, people. I got a cousin who, listen, true money too. It's not dirty money, but what's your intention? If you piss off the whole tribe, what's your intention? And listen, we grab money from us. We grab it from them because it took everything. Shut the fuck up about telling people what to do. If these people can't, you white folks don't get it. I just told you. They will sell someone something and not sell it to us. They will sell something, and the white people in town are upset, but the government doesn't give a fuck. And they got fuck boys in certain positions, right? Listen, it's all a game. It's a war. There's only ever been one war, the war over creation. And you know the winner and you know the loser. And depending on if you don't know which is which, it's going to be a long, miserable life on earth. Because you're not going to find the pieces of joy in between the madness and the conspiring. There's always the conspiring. You're an idiot if you think there's not. Someone is always conspiring against you if you're an idiot if you think they're not. I don't care if you believe you live in the most rural fucking place and your neighbor is 30 miles away. There's always a greedy motherfucker who I want to see this extra 30 miles and they want your shit. And the conspiring begins. Please. Evil. We know the game. We know the game here. We don't care how you do the game everywhere else. Get off our soil and do it someplace else. That's it. You be taking your buildings down, all this shit. It's going to take us a long time to demolish your abomination. It's all ugly. We didn't build anything above 2 floors and stuff for a reason. You ruined the view, bitch. Nobody wants to see your fucking house. They want to see God's creation. You ruined the fucking view. The ecosystem. The birds. Fuck out of here. Live in this impoverished thought. I don't care if you're poor. That doesn't give you an excuse. Now, you can use some other things for excuses, for sure. And I'm saying, and I mean as of today, whatever day it is in this fucking month that they want to call, I don't give a fuck, okay, of 2024, I am now saying it to you. You get it? I don't know if you even get it. I'm not going to repeat it. If you got it, I know you got it. Something don't finish it. It's only for those who can finish it. Now I got to go. I realize that ain't many finishers. So I need to move on, and I'm about to get out here in this park over here. There is some fuck. I found this place. Oh, I don't know, this the black Dominican dude. Yo. Shout out to all the Aboriginals of uh, of the DR. Damn, I'm slow, y'all. I'm telling you, it's my illness. It's okay. Yes, shout out to all y'all. PR, DR, what the fuck? Yeah. Now, I ain't talking about white ones. Okay. My people, I love you. I got you. And you know who you are. You know what I do. And there's some funny shit coming too. Videos and shit. Not for the, not for here. Y'all know I'm saying this to the people who are gonna see this other way. You know. All right, y'all. A bitch is out. Let's see where there's some good shit happening out here, okay? This is the art district of a certain place. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm in New England. Bitch is having a good time. With my son, he's 19, and his dad. Doing funny shit. We're having a good time. My partner for life. Notice what I said though. Oh, okay. My name is MissNikkiAnn. It's a beautiful thing. Trust me. Trust me. Don't fight how God can help you. I'm gonna say that. Don't fight how God can help you. Aborigines. Don't fight it. Fuck how it looks to people. I need you hardcore ones, whether you're the single dad, keep reproducing for me, please. We need you. Aborigines still need you to, that one child is pretty good. Not for everybody though. If God says that, I ain't seen you for that. But if that's what I sent you and that nigga asked you the fool, come here, girl. Look at here. This dude over here. Trust me, it is all what it's supposed to be. We're getting there. All of that will be healed. Until then, hold on and, keep giving us our little babies as you can, okay? We love y'all, and we're gonna keep on to the next campaign. This one's a good one. A little bit more private so to keep people safe, but hopefully you can get back outside again, ladies, and not be picked up and things done to you that I know really happened for sure. Your body parts were, yes, for sure. And they thought you were worth $1 million per body. This has to tell you something, and they won't pay the same for non-Aborigines. They pay attention to who you are, honey. They know. Just because you don't know, they know. And the record is all there. They know everybody is what and who. Trust me. They know whether you are Aborigine or not. And they know that it's a fake ass story, and they have to keep selling that story to make themselves look as good in life as they can until they can no longer are allowed to tell that story, that lie. And the time has come. So it'll be fun, even for everybody on that note. Talk to you later. Go check out Posted Up, the real E-Band.